The Skoda Karoq isn't as popular as models like the Honda CR-V and the Hyundai Tucson, but that could all change once people get to know this SUV and what it has to offer. Unlike some of its rivals, the Karoq can't rely on its legacy because it doesn't have one. What Skoda has done, though, is give the Karoq a good platform from which to stand on. It's a well-packaged SUV that surprisingly has a lot to offer to customers in this segment. Most of all, the Karoq is proof that, even if Skoda isn't as much of a household name as others, it has the ability to reach that level, thanks in large part to its new SUV. Measuring 4,382 mm, 172.5 inches, long, 1,841 mm, 72.5 inches, wide, and 1,603 mm, 63.1 inches, high, the Karoq straddles the line of being compact and midsize. We're not gonna get bottled down with the semantics of its size because Skoda has come out saying that it's a vehicle that has the Hyundai Tucson and the Mazda CX-5 as its rivals. So, yeah, small midsize SUV it is. As an affordable midsize SUV, the Karoq isn't going to drown you in the sea of leather and Alcantara. If that's what you're after, you should be looking at another model. It does have a leather-lined steering wheel and gear selector, but it has cloth seats, which shouldn't be an issue if your expectations line up with reality. The layout of the dashboard is as clean as it can get. An 8.0-inch touchscreen media system with sat-nav, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto sits in the middle, flanked by a pair of vertical AC vents. You can opt for a bigger 9.2-inch screen should that suit you better. The knobs and buttons are found in the central tunnel, within reach of the gearbox. Everything's in its proper place, so it doesn't look too cluttered. The seats are a little bit upright, but they can be adjusted to make for a more comfortable seating position. There's enough space in the cabin too for even big adults to be comfortable in. The Skoda Karoq is available with a number of different engine options. The base unit is powered by a 1.0-liter 3-cylinder TSI engine that produces 115 horsepower and 148 pound-feet of torque. This engine helps the SUV sprint from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 10.6 seconds to go with a top speed of 116 miles per hour. A 1.6-liter 4-cylinder TDI diesel version of the Karoq also produces 115 ponies with torque numbers raised to 184 pound-feet. It's 0.1 seconds slower to 62 miles per hour, 10.7 seconds, compared to the base 3-cylinder unit, but its top speed also sits at 116 miles per hour. Similarly, the Karoq is available with a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that produces 150 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. With this powertrain, you can expect to cover the distance from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 8.4 seconds before setting off on a top speed run that maxes out at 126 miles per hour. Finally, there's the 2.0-liter 4-cylinder TDI engine that also has 150 horsepower at its disposal with torque numbers raised, once again, to 251 pound-feet. This version can sprint from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 8.7 seconds on its way to a top speed of 121 miles per hour. All engines available to the Karoq can be fitted with either a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed automatic DSG transmission. Overall, the Skoda Karoq has received good reviews as far as driving impressions go. Motor One's UK outlet reports that its clutch biting point is a little vague, so it's easy to over-rev until you get used to it, but it is a pleasure to shift, and the steering is predictable with smoother response. Sport mode is said to feel unnatural while the body control is tidy. Overall, Motor One says the Karoq feels stable on the road, even in fast corners. The Skoda Karoq is priced depending on its trim. The base Karoq SE starts at £20,880, which converts to around $24,350 based on current exchange rates. From there, the prices go up, beginning with the Karoq SE technology, which is priced from £22,180, $25,860. Then there's the Karoq SEL that carries a 23,170 pounds, $27,000, price tag, and the range-topping Karoq edition that starts at 27,115 pounds, $31,600. Overall, the Karoq is affordable, though it's not as cheap as you might think. While most of its rivals start at around the same level, there are a handful of Japanese and Korean models that are priced a little bit cheaper than the Skoda. The Hyundai Tucson, for example, carries a price tag in the range of $21,300 to $28,175. It's a lot cheaper than the Karoq. The same thing can be said for the Mazda CX-5, which starts at around $22,500 and goes all the way up to $29,300. The competing SUVs that fall along the same price range as the Skoda Karoq include the Honda CR-V, $24,000 to $32,000, the Chevy Equinox, $24,000 to $31,800, and the Toyota RAV4, $25,000 to $34,750. Thanks for watching.